Hello everyone, welcome back to War, I think it's 5 today, against PYCB. Back to business today, in which I had 4 times as many fights as I did last war, so 4 fights. 3 really awesome, almost perfect ones, and 1 just played absolutely terribly, shat the bed, and had my first death of the season, which I was pretty gutted about. But we win and lose as a team, and we move on. We're taking Kitty on 22, nothing in section 1, Path 9 section 2, and then Iceman on the boss island. The advantage of using Guardian against Kitty here is we don't need to bother with any Odin shock pre-fight, because Guardian has such great energy resistance as it is that he can just take the node as it is without any help. So boost him up. I went with a power start 1 boost so I can get an early special 1 and start the ramp up early and get the fight done nice and quickly. Didn't need to parry, especially as I wouldn't be able to once debuffs were on me anyway. So just bait heavies and reply. Occasionally she goes slightly passive and builds a couple of prowesses, but they're really nothing to worry about, and the next hit on her just removes them all anyway. Wasn't going to try and dex anything, I wasn't going to try and do Guardian's thing and perfect block the specials, just wanted to block them normally, barely taking any damage as you can see. And she's melting down nice and quick. Going to go for 1 more special 1 here. Oh no, I think I'd already done that actually, tell a lie. So we're going to go for the SP2 here, and it's good night. Yeah, really satisfying, nice and quick, nice and easy. Get to use my first potion of the season as well, which is nice. Coming up to terrax here, hindsight possibly could have used Absman, which would have been a safer cheese option. My previous Havok fight, when he was on the second node, 45, was nice and cheesy because I could again tank the shock and bleed damage, but I also had the added benefit that I could parry and heavy to place the feedback damage, which melted him down nice and quickly. Here I couldn't do that, so I had to deal with mainly intercepts. We were a bit behind on time here, so I wanted to be quick, and I played it really badly. Got myself so many debuffs on me as well. I assume he had max despair on and probably inequity, so I wasn't doing as much damage as I could, and I definitely wasn't healing. My plan was to get to a special 3, get some power back from it and try and melt him down that way. It did a fairly decent chunk-ish, not as much as I was going to hope for. It was kind of going well here, but then I took a combo which just beat me down, and now I'm playing for my life. I probably knew I wasn't going to last the fight here, especially as he didn't throw the special there that I was hoping. I managed to get a special 2 out just for a cheap shot there. I thought I might have a chance. Dex that, which normally fails for me, and he just catches me with a heavy and finishes me off. That hurt. So I went back in for the cleanup, which was pretty straightforward and simple. Again, if I was to do the fight again, I'd either use Absman, or I should have just parried him and backed off. Played the fight a lot slower. I was trying to rush it and finish things quickly to keep us in winning on time. But yeah, it just didn't go so well for me. The cleanup was nice and simple. Although, yeah, really frustrating. Even more frustrating because the Kitty fight went so well. This Void fight goes really nicely as well. Just doing the usual thing here with Jabari doing her thing. The only thing I need to be careful of is trying to keep up my rhythm, as if I mess anything up, one of the debuffs could sneak through, and if it's a Void debuff rather than the Hazard debuff, then I will take some damage. But I wasn't too worried about it, as long as I keep on top of my combos as well. One of his debuffs does get through at one point, there you go, but I'm 5 away from getting to the next combo of 10, so as you can see, it barely took a scratch. It worked out nicely on timing as well with my hunt mode, so got straight into that, and I've got tons of bleeds on him there, and yeah, goes really nicely, really smooth. Very happy with that fight. all of 30 seconds, and then coming up to Iceman on the safeguard node to finish off for me. Going back in with Guardian, because he does a lot of red damage, it bypasses the node as well. So yeah, he isn't cold snap immune, but again, it's energy damage and he's really resistant to it. So it was a really safe fight for him. All I need to do is parry at the start to remove his ice armor, and then I can go to work. Just sorting out my boosts here. Used an invulnerability, ultimately didn't need it, but I wanted to be safe than sorry. Yeah, as you can see, the cold snap damage really is barely touching me at all, which is helpful. And he's going down in nice chunks. The special one caught me just at the end there. I was a little bit worried, thought the passive... oh my god, I can't even remember what it's called. The cold thing that isn't cold snap. Thought it would have done a bigger chunk of damage to me, but it didn't. Frostbite, that's the word. And I shrugged it off nice and easy with barely a dent. Again, just need to make sure I parry again to remove that ice armor. And the SP2 takes him down nicely. Doesn't quite finish the job, so I can just finish him off with some combos here. And an SP1 for good measure. And he's down. Unfortunately, we lost the war 6-5. A lot of typical Sunday war frustrations really, but as I said, we win and lose as a team, and we're going to come back. We'll win the next one, hopefully. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.